Hello, I'm Simon from Simon's Simple English, and today is the first video of a number of videos about IELTS speaking preparation. I have many students who I help with IELTS speaking preparation, and there's many things that lots of my students have in common. So I thought that I would give you my top 5 tips for performing better in IELTS speaking. So if you're ready, let's get started. So my first tip for performing better or speaking better in the IELTS speaking test is to extend your answer. Extend your answer. So if someone asks you, do you like to study? Don't just say, yes, I like to study. You can say, yes, I like to study. Why do you like to study? I like to study because it gives me a good sense of achievement. Having learned something that I didn't know previously. So extend your answer, because the more you can give to the examiner, the more marks they can give to you. My second tip is to use higher level vocabulary. Higher level vocabulary. What do I mean by higher level vocabulary? I mean, usually longer words. So an example is, don't just say that something is good. Say something is excellent. Say it's amazing. Say it's fantastic. Say it's great. But don't just say good. And if you've used good once, try not to use it again. Try to use another word which means the same thing. And then you can possibly get more marks. My third tip for you is to use idiomatic language, but only where appropriate. So only where needed. So if the examiner says, how are you? And you say, I'm very good, thank you. It's a beautiful day. I'm glad it's not raining cats and dogs. That's not really appropriate. But if they said, how are you? And you said, actually, it was my birthday yesterday and someone bought me a car and I was over the moon with that present. That would be more of an appropriate place to use idiomatic language. And remember, idiomatic language doesn't just mean idioms, it also means phrasal verbs as well. Number 4 is mind your pronunciation. I have a number of students of varying levels. Some of them are amazing and they give me amazing answers to the IELTS speaking questions that I present to them. But occasionally they try and say a word that is too difficult for their pronunciation. I had another student recently and she comes up with the most amazing sentences, but her pronunciation is so bad that I can't understand what she's saying sometimes. So, excellent. If you can use higher level vocabulary and give better answers with better vocabulary and better grammar, excellent. But make sure that you can say it well, because I wouldn't want you to be marked down for your pronunciation or for your fluency in that. My 5th tip for you is to embellish your answer. What do I mean by embellish? I mean add some more details. This is not a test on you telling the truth. This is a test on your English ability. So if you can add details which will show off what language you know and how you can use your English, then this is a good thing. This is not a bad thing. So that's what I mean by embellish your answer. An example might be if they ask you, where do you like to study? Maybe you only study in your room, and that's fine, but it's not going to make for a very interesting answer, which is not going to show the examiner how good your English is. But if you said, I'm very fond of studying in the cafe in my local bookshop. I find being surrounded by all of the knowledge and all of these inspirational books helps me focus my mind and helps me come up with better ideas. You see what I mean? So I've changed locations a little bit and I allowed myself to say a little bit more about why I like to study there. So number 5 is embellish your ideas. So that's my top 5 tips from the top. So number 1 was, I can't remember. Number 1 is extend your answer. Number 2, use higher level vocabulary. Number 3, use idiomatic language. So this is phrasal verbs and also idioms. Number 4, mind your pronunciation. And number 5, embellish your answer. So that's my 5 tips. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you find it useful. More videos will be coming on this subject, so stay tuned. Please subscribe to my channel and also like my video. Let me know in the comments box below how you're getting on with your IELTS speaking preparation. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.